Good morning, class.
Morning, Miss Darla.
Okay, settle down now. May I request our sir now? Please tell me what we discussed last meeting.
Last meeting, we talked about brain-based learning, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Serna. Since you already have understood what brain-based learning is, we will now have another lesson. Could anyone take a guess?
I think we will discuss the 4 pillars of education, ma'am.
You're absolutely right, Princess. However, since our time is short, we will only discuss up to the first pillar. So now I request you to lend me your eyes and ears as I play this video.
Welcome to EduTalk. To start off, let us introduce the 4 pillars of education.
The 4 pillars of education are learning to know, learning to do, learning to live together, and learning to be.
So much for the introduction. We will now discuss the first pillar, which is learning to know.
Learning to know in education is essentially an attempt to find out that information is needed and used for full life. To implement learning to know, the teacher must be able to place himself or herself as a facilitator.
Learning to know includes the development of the faculties memory, imagination, reasoning, problem solving, and the ability to think in a coherent and critical way.
It is a process of discovery which takes time and involves going more deeply into the information or knowledge delivered through subject teaching.
Examples of skills under this pillar of learning are literacy, numeracy and critical thinking, problem solving, concentration, imagination, and memory.
Learning to know goes beyond learning facts. This emphasizes how a person learns and masters one's ability in a smart way.
Teachers should help the students on how to process the information and also developing the instruments they can use to master how their own selves learn.
Therefore, learning to know is not simply acquiring knowledge. It is a process of continuously learning to develop the students' instruments to learn.
Now that the video has ended, let me ask you a question. What have you learned and realized after you watched the video?